What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, and we have some interesting transfer news to bring to you today.
Finally, after it's been a long time since we brought some real juicy transfer news, genuine transfer news. But before we get into that, let's have a quick word with our partners.
We have teamed up with the UEFA Champions League official programme and their publications team, European Nights. So secure your Champions League programme by clicking the link in the description below. We'll have amazing prizes with this Champions League programme, so check that out.
They've also given us a semi-finals moments poster signed by Lucas Moura himself and a shirt poster that's signed by Harry Kane, and we're going to be giving those away in a competition soon, so check that out. And there's loads of other great competitions in the link in the description below, so go check out the link in the description and go get your programme today. Yes, let's get into the transfer news now. Spurs have made a £53 million bid for Giovani how do you say his name?
Giovani Celso. He's a bit of a football manager legend. I remember when I was playing in 2014, 2015, he got brought over from Argentina to PSG when he was quite young, and I think in the football manager game he was always an amazing player really. He always grew into one of the superstars. If Football Manager ended to go by, I don't know, but
there's a few nitty-gritty details to this potential deal. First of all, he's a central midfielder. He plays for Real Betis. He's on loan from PSG. However,
he was on loan.
He was on loan, exactly. He was on loan from PSG until this summer. Real Betis, they activated the release clause
20 million.
For 20 million. So he is now a Real Betis player. He's joined this summer. However, Betis could be tempted into selling him if they could turn over a very quick profit, and we have bid 53 million as our opening bid. He's a player who he's a player I think we've been crying out for in terms of he's a good ball player. He's a central midfielder who's very good on the ball. He's a good dribbler. He's scored nearly just shy of 10 La Liga goals from central midfield. Yeah. He got quite a few goals in the Europa League as well. So he has a bit of pedigree going into it. He's a young player, 23 years old. So he really fits the bill.
He fits that Argentinian mould as well. I think it could be a case of one Argentinian out, one Argentinian in this summer in case of Eric Lamela.
Think so?
I think so personally. I don't want to go too far off the subject, but in terms of Eric Lamela, I've always been a massive fan of him, but I think it's time to move him on now. I think we've given him all the chances that he needs, and I think that's it for him.
That's a conversation for another time, maybe.
Yeah.
But, in terms of Lo Celso, not only is he good on the ball, he's also got the attributes off the ball as well. His tackles per match, interceptions per match, stacks up with some defensive midfielders. So you can put a foot in as well.
He's also been called up to the Argentinian squad. I think he's made 10 appearances at 23 years old, so that's nothing too shabby. But moving back to his PSG days, when he was in the academy there, he was a really bright prospect. Everyone thought he was going to be a superstar. He came through at the same time of Rabiot, so he was kind of stifled in that sense. But since he's joined Real Betis on loan at the beginning of last season, he's actually been absolutely sensational. Is he a signing which I would have wanted before these kind of rumours? Probably not. I would have put Tielemans or Rabiot ahead of him. But having said that, I think if we do sign him, I think he will go on to be a great signing.
I think he definitely is the type of player we need. He's the type of player we're looking for. As I've always said, we need a player in that centre mid who can make those late runs from midfield, get in on the end of things, and also kind of not be overawed defensively.
Yeah.
And I think he could really fit the bill. And clearly they've done their scouting. So the only sticking point really is, as you said, Betis have just signed him. Apparently he has a new release clause of around 100 million euros, and apparently they're looking closer to that figure than they are to the 53 million we've bid. So
it's a strange one though, because obviously he was at loan at Betis all season, and he only signed a few days ago permanently for them. It'll be a strange one for us if we could get.
But it's a clever signing because Betis know even if he doesn't stay, they'll get a healthy profit for him. So it's it's a no-brainer for them. They know might as well spend 20 million, and if we can let him go for 50, 60 million within a few days. So a nice profit-turning deal there for Betis, or they can keep hold of him and they're a very good player on their hands.
And also why I'm a bit sceptical as well, because I just can't see us making such bids for a couple of days just before our Champions League final. I would have thought everyone at the club would be pushing just towards that Champions League final instead of transfers.
Well, it's important to know that this was reported by the BBC, and it wasn't reported in their dubious gossip section, which springs up all random things.
Gareth Bale going to Swansea.
This was officially announced. This was official. Article on BBC saying Spurs have made a bid for this player. It's not like rumoured or sources. It's like Spurs have made a bid. So it seems pretty legitimate to me, and I think it could be a really good deal on the cards. Someone who we really are crying out for, a central midfielder. So exciting times. Hopefully we can get this deal over the line. I mean, knowing Levy, it's going to be a long slog. We'll probably go to the final day knowing us. But
final day, we'll sign him for like 1 million cheaper than
exactly.
It is now.
So we'll see how this deal rolls out. In terms of other transfer news, there's not too much to talk about officially. Anyway, there's a few rumours flying around, but some concrete transfer news which we haven't really had
in a
long time. Pretty much. When was the last time we actually put in a bid?
And Jack Grealish was concrete.
Yeah, Grealish. Literally the first transfer deal that's in the works since Grealish.
I'll tell you what, I want Grealish. I thought he was sensational in the playoff final. I think he's been sensational all season, and I think he's a player that can really fit the mould of what we're trying to do here.
I don't think he's leaving this summer.
Yeah, maybe not. You're probably right, but if we could get a deal like that over the line with Lo Celso, both of them.
Yeah, Lo Celso. I think Lo Celso could. I think I'm very excited about a potential deal with him. And he also has a really good long range effort. If you've seen it, some of his goals this season.
I haven't seen that.
Yes, peaches, real peaches.
That's what we need. Someone who can take a crack at 30 yards.
He's left-footed as well. He's a left-footed. We don't have many of those, in our midfield. So it could be really good. I'm excited. About it. But yeah, as I said, we'll see. We'll see how this.
Anyway, always with Daniel Levy, take with a bit of a pinch of salt. So.
And Ryan Sessegnon as well. There's a bit of talk about him. The rumours are hotting up a bit recently, but the rumours there, which is interesting, seeing as we've made a bid for Lo Celso, the rumours with Sessegnon is that we were going to wait till after the final to make a bid. So whether they're true or not remains to be seen. But he could also be a potential deal that we're looking for. And apparently he prefers to move to Spurs than he does to a team outside of London. He prefers to stay in London.
So I heard Man United are in for him as well, Lo Celso.
For Lo Celso?
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
That's what I heard. I just saw reports saying that Man U are trying to rival Tottenham's bid for Lo Celso.
That could be a Champions League football then. You could be joining the European Champions.
Yeah. Why does he want to go finish 6th again?
All right. Well, there you have it. That's a bit of breaking news for you. So exciting news there. Check out other content. I'll be coming up with a preview and a predicting lineup for the Liverpool game on Saturday. So check it out.
Game. Champions League final, please.
All right. Go check that out. And as always,
Coming Spurs.